There is no such thing as slugging. There is no slugging in Dead by Daylight. There is only strategy.
Kick that ass. Toxic teachers capping them softly. He's here to play every single fucking day. Toxic teachers capping them softly. Making money by being fucking funny. Toxic teachers capping them softly. Teaching fools, taking them to school. Teachers capping them softly. Survivors, get out of the way. Capping them softly, gonna make you pay. Survivors, you better get to class. Toxic's gonna kick that ass. Toxic teachers, capping them softly.
Everybody, we are here and I'm on it. You notice I've got it today. I've got the sound ready to rock. Everybody, it should be good. I think we're good. Satan, can you let us know how you're doing? All right, there we are. This is, by the way, guys. Hey, shut up. Oh, that's it. No, you too. Not just the crowd. I need Satan to shut up too. Guys, this is Camping Them Softly. I think we are at episode number 38. 38. Yes. Oh, there they go again. Oh, okay. This is it. And okay, next week, Camping Them Softly. Do we make it to episode 39? I don't know. By the way, this is the first episode of the new year. First episode of the new year. We're in 2025. Can you believe we are in 2025? That is hard to even fathom.
What in the hell is this crap?
Now, for those of you who are young, you're like, well, what the fuck ever. Whenever you get older, you start to look at that shit and you're like, oh my God, dude, time is flying. And it really is, guys. We've been at this almost 1 year. I've got to check. We are really close to 1 year, and I'm gonna have to check and see when the very first episode came out on January 12th. This episode should air either on the 6th or the 7th, which means 1 week. I'm recording this on the 5th. That means 1 week from today is 1 fucking year of Camping Them Softly. And guys, I've got it's been a ride. It's been fun. By the way, I have to plug myself, by the way. If you guys don't know me, I'm ToxicTeacher, the one and only, because there's not another one on Twitch. So I could say like I'm the only one. TheToxicTeacher. You guys can find me on Twitch at take that part out. See, it makes absolutely no fucking sense. You would take and you would go to Twitch and you would type ToxicTeacher TTV, and then you would find me. And if you went on social media, you would find me there on ToxicTeacher TTV. So that is where we are. And then, by the way, guys, you'll find me on YouTube, TheToxicTeacher. That's how you fucking find me, okay? So there you go. That's that. Anyway, guys, we've got not a lot to go over today. Not a lot. Because nothing is fucking happening in Dead by Daylight. If you've noticed, I'm sure you guys, you're playing it, right? Just like I am. There's nothing. There is nothing happening in this fucking game. Like, have you noticed we got the bone chill? We've got the fucking outfits, right? We've got the ugly sweaters. But that's about it. There's nothing happening right now. And the game itself is kind of stagnant, and that makes it difficult for everyone. Makes it difficult for the players. It makes it difficult for the content creators, because you got to figure out something, like, especially for those big ones, that's their lifestyle, right? That's kind of, it gives them a harder time, because you got to think, how am I going to make something new, make something that's novel that people want to hear when there's really nothing new to even talk about, right? You could talk about the same old shit. I could go over Survivor mains, and there's one in the room now. We could go over Survivor mains and what's wrong with them. We've beaten that horse to death so many different times and in so many different ways that, I mean, we've exposed almost every kind of Survivor main psychosis that there is to expose. I don't know how much deeper we can go. We're going to try. Don't get me wrong. We're not going to stop. We're only at 38 episodes. And you notice I don't go in depth every single one. Every single one of these episodes is not dedicated to, is this my other Survivor main sound? Hang on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I know, you poor thing. You poor thing. It's just not right what you've been through. You Survivor mains. Anyway, so the game is kind of stagnant. It's unchanging. And what's really sad, and I'm kind of going off, I didn't plan to talk about this, but DBD Mobile has announced, I believe, that they are shutting down. And I've got to figure it out. Let me see, because they had released some stuff on DBD Mobile about the end of the game. And I can't remember like what there was a Q&A on it, and I need to find it. Okay, so here we go. This was it's going to end on January 16th, which is here pretty quick. This was 19 days ago on Reddit. I'm looking at Dead by Daylight Mobile's Reddit. And this is beside the point. I don't know if you guys have played DBD Mobile. I played it a little bit. I enjoyed it, and I liked it. Was different enough from DBD in terms of progression, unlocking shit. They had an insane number of outfits that were a lot better. Many of them were, yes, thank you, organist in the background playing the organ, right? A lot of them were better than what you would find on DBD desktop. And the biggest knock against it, the thing that kept me from playing it, was that there was no controller support, or else I would have got on BlueStacks on my computer. I would have streamed that shit constantly because I enjoyed it more. It had more of that mobile hook, which is what the desktop version's trying to do with the store and shit. You've seen it. You notice it's becoming a little bit more of that like mobile-like. But the mobile version, the true mobile version, did it better. So anyway, I've got it pulled up here. It says heavy heart, blah, blah, blah. We're going to end service on March 20th, 2025. It says our partners at Behavior will continue to, by the way, it's made by NetEase, or it's, run by NetEase, made by NetEase Games, which is a Chinese developer as far as I know. So it says it's going to be removed from the App Store on January 16th, which is 11 days from now. It says in-game purchases will no longer be possible. It says you can use existing currency, and then you can play until March 20th when it closes. It says they said something about how to migrate some of the shit to your let me see. Some NetEase developers end up going to jail. Let me see what else it says. Yeah, a lot of people in the comments. But if you are a big DBD mobile player, I apologize. The controls were garbage. You know how the controls are on the desktop version. Imagine trying that on a touchscreen with one of those dual pad games. I don't know if you ever played those, where you have the two, where it's like playing on a controller, but it's on the touchscreen phone. I fucking hate it. And it was awful. Yes, I did hate that shit. So that's where we are in that. So condolences to you guys. Condolences to those of you playing the desktop version as well, of which I am slightly included. Although I have not been playing as much lately because it's the same shit, and I'm getting it's a little tiring. There's not a lot, and it's sad. And I know that's something I'm hammering and repeating, but in hopes that somebody notices the issue here. Which I don't know if they do. They might be making enough money that they don't give a fuck what the player base thinks, or what a certain element of the player base thinks. There's probably people out there that are totally fine with the game and having a great time. I, for one, not so much. It seems like a lot of the listeners and the internet DBD community are kind of in the same spot. We're complaining about the same shit over and over again. So what I've got here, I wanted to go over today, is to find something to talk about. I found that they had sent me that player satisfaction survey a while back. This was last month they sent it. I never filled it out, and you guys might have taken the survey already. I'm going to take it live just so we could see what it's about, so we could get opinions, so we can see maybe what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking, but maybe this will shed some light on the future of the game. Are they going to change some stuff? Because they have asked some stuff that's kind of alluded to the future state of the game. So let's take a look here. It says right here, the purpose of the survey is to measure player satisfaction and your opinions on topics. It will take 20 minutes to complete. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me see. Not be shared with any third party. I'm already sharing it with third, fourth, and fifth party. Okay, so here we go. Question the first. Hang on. Do I have something? No, that's not right. Okay, overall, how satisfied, or a lot of these are like very dissatisfied to very satisfied. So I'm just going to say 1 through 6 because there are 6 options. So I'm just going to say 1 through 6, 1 being the lowest, right? Disagree and like very dissatisfied or whatever. 1 to 6. I'm not going to go into all that and what the metrics are. So it says overall, how dissatisfied or dissatisfied with you with Dead by Daylight? I'm going to say a 2 out of 6. I'm dissatisfied. Okay. Because we talked about it. I don't need to talk about it again. Okay. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following? Okay, let's think about these. Number 1 of question 2. Part 1 of question. I can't do that. By the way, I'm not going to do that the entire time. Okay. I like playing the game. I'm going to say, out of 6, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 6, or no, that's out of 7. That's like, I'm going to say slightly disagree there. That might be better. Okay. The game is entertaining. Well, is the game entertaining? I'm going to say slightly agree. Okay. Now, the next one is just like the fucking first question. It makes absolutely no sense. Because the next question is, the first one, I like playing the game. The game is entertaining. I had a good time playing this game. What the fuck are they asking? What's the difference between
What in the
that
hell is this crap?
and the first question? I like playing the game. I had a good time. I don't know the difference. I'm going to say, I feel like they're different, but I don't know how. So I'm going to say neutral. I sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, next page. This is great. In what country do you currently reside? We already talked about that. You fucking, what was it? Are you in a iceberg in fucking Reykjavik? I'm going to put US there. Which role do you play the most? Killer almost always, survivor almost always. I'm going to say killer almost always. Which platform? Okay. What platforms do you own? I guess they're trying to figure out if you have more than one, which one do you prefer? I don't have a Steam Deck. I don't know if you guys have a Steam Deck. I've always thought about that. Never got one. Okay, next one. When did you start playing Dead by Daylight? I started playing it in 2019. 2016 is the earliest. That's interesting. We're almost on a year. 10 years. Next year will be 10 years of DBD. Oh, good Lord. Oh, God. Okay. How often do you play Dead by Daylight with friends? I'm going to say rarely, a 25%. No, I'm going to say almost never because it's closer to 10%, I would say. So I'm not going to say 25. I'm going to say almost never. And those are viewers. Those aren't friends. So you guys fucking suck. So I don't consider you my friends. Okay. How many days a week do you spend at least 30 minutes playing this garbage? 2 to 3. How many days a week do you spend 30 minutes playing video games? So it's like, okay, how much do you play video games? But then how much do you play our video game? I'm going to say 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5. I'm going to say 4 to 5. How often do you watch Dead by Daylight content creators, i.e. streamers, YouTubers? Should I say, does myself count? I'm going to say multiple times a week. because I'll watch a little bit. I try to watch other creators when I can. Okay, how would you rate your experience with matchmaking in the last 3 months? So we're going back to this whole MMR. How was matchmaking? Matchmaking time for me, because remember, I play Killer in the evenings. Whenever I'm up in the mornings on weekends, I'll play Survivor. So I very rarely have queue time issues. So I'm going to say very positive. I'm fine with that. Teammates matched with, i.e. matched skill level. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm positive. I am one of the ones, I think MMR has been a good thing. And I'm going to die on that hill. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I generally am with people I'm competitive with. Now, opponents matched against. Oh, wait, no, that's teammates matched with. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say neutral there. I'm going to say opponents matched against. I'm going to say positive. I think I'm generally on an even level with people. Okay. Now, next one. This is strongly disagree to strongly agree. Okay. The people I play with are sometimes. I don't know why that went off. The people I play with are sometimes blank, and I'm supposed to agree, disagree. Okay. Angry, sometimes angry. I'm going to agree, sometimes angry. Yeah, right. We get that sometimes. Offensive. I'm going to say, yeah, sometimes. Okay. It's always saying sometimes. Mean. Sometimes I'm going to agree. I'm not going to strongly agree. Good-natured. I'm going to say strongly agree. I think I get more good-natured people than bad-natured. I don't know about you guys. Even though I play like an asshole, generally, people don't get too mad. Sympathetic. I don't know that I've gotten a lot of like examples of sympathy. Like, oh man, you poor thing. You poor thing. Okay, friendly. I'm going to say strongly agree. Get a lot of friendly people. Hurtful. I'm going to say they can be mean. They can be offensive. It doesn't hurt me personally. So I'm going to say disagree. Toxic. I'm going to say sometimes, yes, I get people that are toxic. So I'm going to say agree. Not strongly agree, but agree. Okay, next page. Please indicate which of the following killers you own. Okay, I'm going to have to... This is going to take me a sec because I'm going to have to click every single one here because you can't like multi-click. Okay, this is a UI issue. Just let me fucking click every one, right? Hang on. Going. Can't be. Toxic. I'm listening to one of my theme songs, but I'm not having you guys listen to it. One of my many. By the way, I've gotten so good at that stuff. Okay, which of the following survivors? I'm going to have to click through another fucking list. There's Leon, Felix, Bill, Renato, David Tapp. He is underplayed. Quentin, if you see a Quentin main, you know. The troop? Is that what they're called? What are they? The fucking Dungeons and Dragons, right? They're called the troop? Rebecca Chambers. Trevor Belmont. I've got Trevor. I've got Simon Belmont, old fucking stinky legs. Okay. You know, I should ask Nicky what he thinks about these. Have I tried the latest Dead by Daylight chapter, Doomed Curse? Yes. I have played as a survivor, Tori Kane. Yes, I have played as the killer, the Houndmaster. I have played against the Houndmaster, and then how did I hear about this chapter? I heard about it on the official trailer. Okay, there we go. So they're wanting to know how many people have experienced this, how many people have faced the killer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Next one. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the latest chapter? I'm going to go with dissatisfied. I didn't think the killer was great. I know some people, one of my viewers, Dak, he loves the Houndmasters. They can't stop playing him. Playing her, I don't get it. Okay, so how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with each of the following? So let's go down this. Satisfied, dissatisfied. The gameplay is the killer. I'm going to say Very dissatisfied. I didn't like it at all. The gameplay against the killer, neutral. The technical performance of the chapter, I think the killer was fucking garbage. I'm going to say very dissatisfied. The general theme, I'm going to say it was okay. I'm satisfied. That's fine. Did you play Dead by Daylight prior to acquiring this chapter? Yes, I actively played Dead by Daylight. When did you first play the Doomed Course chapter? I'm going to say, I don't know if I played on launch day. I think within the first week I did. So I'm going to put that as my answer. All right, perk descriptions. Okay, so it's giving you all of the Houndmaster's perks. The All Shaking Thunder, where you fall from the heights. The No Quarter, which is, they get the skill checks once they heal themselves. And then the turning the hooks into the Scourge hooks. So how would you rate the usefulness? The All Shaking Thunder, where you get the speed burst whenever you fall, kind of like a balanced landing for killer. I'm going to put a little usefulness. No Quarter, that's the one with the skill checks on the healing. I'm going to put there's a little usefulness. And then it says right here, the one that turns it into the Scourge hooks, I'm going to say a little. I think none of them are incredibly useful. None of them are just amazing must-have perks. I know some people might disagree. I don't think so. Okay, so it says, what potential do the perks have to work well with other perks? So All Shaking Thunder, I'm going to say a little chance for synergy because it doesn't have a lot it can potentially interact with. Now, No Quarter, the one with the skill checks for healing, kind of the what's the other one? Merciless Storm, I think, is one where if you're 90% on a gen, then it starts with those skill checks. I'm going to say it has moderate chances because you could pair it with some other perks and make it a little bit more difficult. The Scourge Hook Jagged Compass, I'm going to say it's got moderate chances for synergy as well, just because you can combine that with other Scourge Hook perks. All right. Following features, how would you rate them? So it's very high quality to very low quality. Houndmaster appearance. I'm going to say, is the Houndmaster high quality appearance? Now, see, I'm not going into like, did they make the Houndmaster? A lot of people didn't like the theme or whatever, but the quality of the appearance, I'm going to say, yeah, it was high quality. It was fine. The power, I'm going to say low quality. I didn't like the power. And then the backstory, I didn't really look at. I'm going to say neither high or low. I'm going to neutral because I didn't really pay attention to it. Okay, how engaging did you find the theme of the Houndmaster? A little engaging. I don't know. Did you get engaged? Oh my God, it's a pirate. It's a fucking pirate. It's a fucking... that hawk. Well, no, not on her. Okay. Relative to other killers, how powerful do you feel the Houndmaster is? I'm going to say weaker than the average killer. That's just me. You guys may think the Houndmaster's fucking monster. And we could actually check. Can I check that? Let me see here. I'm actually going to check and see nightlight.gg. Let's see where the fucking Houndmaster is in terms of in terms of kill rate versus other killers. I know Nightlight is not, we always preface it by saying it's not the be all end all, but it's the best thing we fucking got. So order by kill rate. Let's go to kill rate. Houndmaster is, let me see here. Of all the killers, Houndmaster. Oh, is Houndmaster that good? Hang on, where is the Houndmaster? I'm checking. Going down the list. Cenobite, Dr. Zeno. The overall average kill rate is 56%. The Houndmaster. The Houndmaster's not even on the fucking list. What? Why? Houndmaster? Oh, there they are. Their kill rate's 57. They're above the average. So they're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're 14th. They're below the twins and above the Cenobite. So a little above average. So I'm gonna still say weaker than the average killer. That's how powerful they feel. Remember that. That's how powerful they feel. Okay, the following is a list of qualities that may or may not apply to the killer. Please evaluate the degree each statement is true of the Houndmaster. Okay, this killer can travel around the map with ease. What? They travel around the map like every other fucking killer.
What in the hell is this crap?
So I'm going to say moderately true. Okay, the killer's power is hard to master. I'm going to say mostly true. Very true. I'm going to say very true. To master it, no, moderately true. If survivors are using survive with friends, this would not help them against the killer. I'm gonna say that's not at all true, because that dog, if you're surviving with friends, that helps actually quite a bit. Okay, the killer's power is difficult to understand as a survivor. I'm gonna say no, it's not at all true. The killer's power reduces the effectiveness of pallet loops. I'm going to say a little true, moderately true. The killer relies on luck to injure the survivors. I'm going to say a little true. No. Killer's power creates audio and visual cues that give survivors enough time to react. I'm going to say mostly true. They can react to that fucking dog. Killer's power facilitates patrolling generators in close proximity. So that means, do you want to patrol close gens? Moderately true. The killer's power reduces the effectiveness of hiding out of sight. I'm going to say moderately true. The dog can see you, or could potentially see you if you're out of sight of the killer. Okay, next page. Number 28. Oh, Jesus Christ. How clear was it to use a Houndmaster switch commands? I'm going to say moderately clear. It took me a minute to get it, like whenever I played, because I didn't want to be spoiled by watching a lot of content creators. So, I just went into it cold. So that's what happened. Okay, how easy to learn was it to use the Houndmaster switch commands? I'm going to say it was easy to use it. Yeah. How fun was it? Somewhat fun. And how fun was it to use the chase command? Somewhat fun. That dog, I swear to God, the dog should fucking chase him if it gets close, even when it's searching. That's what I think. Okay, what do I appreciate the most? I like the concept of a pirate with a dog. And I'm going to say, and the skins are cool. And the character concept is neat and different. All right. What do you appreciate the least about the Houndmaster? The dog doesn't chase when it gets close in search mode. I find this to be very underwhelming. And I think if that was changed, it would make the killer feel a lot better overall. That's just me. Okay, next. Okay, perk descriptions for the survivor. Clean break. This is where you're broken, and then you get healed after you heal another survivor. You heal another one, you're broken for a little bit, and then you're healed. Okay, great. The other one's the invocation, where when the killer, like, you go down to the basement, you do the fucking Sable thing, and then whenever you're done with that, then whenever you fucking, the killer scares a crow, everybody sees her shit. Okay, and then shoulder the burden, you can trade a hook state to somebody else. Okay, how fun is it to play with these? A little. I'm going to put a little on all of them. I don't fucking care. What potential do they have to work synergistically? I'm going to say Treacherous Crows has no synergy. The one with the crows, I really don't think so. The shoulder the burden, the one where you trade hook states, I'm going to say moderate. Clean break, where you can heal them and then you're fucking healed, I'm going to say a little. Not a lot. Okay, how would I rate Tori Kane's character appearance? I think that was high quality. I think she's well done. I'm going to say very high quality. The backstory, I'm going to say it was high quality. I actually read the backstory on her. I thought it was cool. Okay, general theme of Tori Kane, very engaged. I was very engaged by Tori Kane's fucking backstory and artwork. Okay, experience playing on the Ormond Lake Mine map. So how to, as the killer, I'm going to say, what is your experience? I'm going to say a moderate amount is the killer and a little bit as a survivor. I did play as killer on that map more. Now, as a killer, I was satisfied with that. I thought it was a cool map. A lot of people didn't. I thought it was cool. So fuck you if you didn't think it was cool. You suck. Now, as a survivor, I was satisfied. I thought it was fine. Better than a lot of the maps. Okay. Now, about the new map, do I agree or disagree with the following options? I appreciate the horror aesthetic elements. I'm neutral. I didn't think it was horror. The art style helped me immerse in the game. Like, I don't immerse in this game anymore. Like, content creators don't immerse in the game. Neutral. Matches the general feeling of Dead by Daylight. Yes, it does. It matches pretty much the other maps. Visually appealing as a map, I agree. I don't strongly agree, but yeah, it looks all right. Okay, compared to other outdoor maps, how easy or difficult are the following? So it goes much too difficult, much too easy. Locating exit gates, just right. Patrolling gens is a killer. It was fine, just right. Finding a hiding spot when the killer is nearby, I thought was fine. Injuring a survivor in a chase is fine. Finding generators, fine. I'm putting just right. It did. Memorizing the layout of the map, it was fine. Finding hooks was fine. Navigating is fine. Hatch is fine. Seeing survivors from afar, that's fine. Pallets and loops, that's fine. Like, it's all fine. Okay, the size of the map. Is it too big or too small? Patrolling gens is the killer. I thought it was fine. Escaping the killer in chase, locating pallet and vault loops, seeing the survivors, finding hatchets, memorizing layouts, finding gens, exit gates, hooks, injuring survivors. These are all fine. I think the finding hooks, I remember... No, I'm just going to put it as fine. I didn't think this was a bad map. What do I appreciate the most? It was unique. I thought it was unique and had a good openness to it that sometimes other maps didn't have. Okay, there we go. What do I appreciate the least? You know what? Sometimes there were areas where it seemed like there were very few hooks. And that could just be me or my general feeling. That's my feeling. What were your main points of frustration? See previous answer. Okay, there we go. So if they look at my particular one, they'll see that. Okay, next one. Currently, Dead by Daylight releases one new realm and one new building in an existing realm per year. Compared to what you would like, how would you rate the current pace of map releases? This is a good question because maybe if we all say it's too slow, they'll start making more shit. I'm going to say much too slow. I think we should get more. Much too slow. Okay. Now, it says right here, I agree or disagree. When designing new maps, the DBD team should focus on designing new maps to add to completely new realms. Okay, so they make a new realm. Like, which one should they do? Make new realms or make new maps? You know what? I'm going to say I want new realms. I don't want new maps. I want more varied realms. So I'm going to strongly disagree with that. I would rather have more realms with one map than more maps or more realms with several, like existing realms with several. Okay, there we go. We need more variety.
What in the hell is this crap?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, which of the following maps do you consider most blank in terms of gameplay balance? Oh God, this is gonna stretch me because I don't remember the exact names of them all. Oh my God, no, it's got the exact names. Like, I know the realms, but I don't know the fucking name. Survivor sided. Okay, let me see if I can remember. the things. Cowshed. I'm going to say cowshed. I know that one. I know I don't like it. I think it's Survivor Side. The other one is the joy. I think the fucking joy one. I want to apologize because I don't know them all. Garden of Joy, I think, is map number 2. Map number 3 is Gas Heaven, I think. Those are the 3, I think. Okay, Killer Sided. I'm going to say, okay, Killer Sided. What the one is the, I'm going to say, hang on, I'm scrolling down the list here. What's it with the preschool, right? Midwich Elementary School. There we go. That's probably number 1 for me. And then the Dead Dog Saloon to me is kind of killer sided. I don't know about you guys. And then where's the lab? Is it on here? The game? No. I don't know. I don't see the game as being a major problem. I don't see the fucking the DVD one on this list at all. Where is it? Wreck Shop, Azarov's Place, Ironworks, A Misery, Groaning. It's got a name. It's got some kind of other name, and I don't know what the other name. The Underground Complex, I think that's what it's called. Okay, balance. So which ones do I feel are balanced here? Jesus Christ. Let me see. Father Campbell's Chapel. I think that one's better than some. Toba Landing, I feel like is okay. I've had mixed. Nostromo, I've had mixed on there too. So those are going to be my 3 balance. I probably fucked that up to some of you guys. All right. How satisfied or dissatisfied with you were the current system whereby when a new map is released, it has a boosted probability of appearing during a trial? I think that's fine. Do that whenever there's a new map. Give it a week or 2. Okay. The boosted probability should be much less or much more. So I'm going to say slightly more than it is now. I'm not going to say much more. When a new map is released, how interested would you be in having a separate queue to specifically try out the new map? I'm going to say not at all. I don't think so. Consider that in the new situation, matchmaking quality and matchmaking time are not affected. I'm going to say not at all. I don't like that. Okay, if a separate queue to specifically try out the new map were to be released, how likely would you to be blank? Use this queue on the day the map is released. I'm going to say if they made a separate queue, I would be likely to probably try it. Use this queue throughout the days. I'm going to say very unlikely. Use this queue only once to say I've tried the new map. I'm going to say that's likely. Okay, I would use it. On the day of, I probably use it once. Okay. Following questions will ask you about changes to DVD killers. Okay. Match the following definitions. Oh, okay. So you're saying whether something is a rework, a tweak, or an update. So a number change, like they increase cooldown or by a few seconds or percentage. That's a tweak. All right. Changes that stay within the realm of the killer's existing abilities. I'm going to say that is an update. Is that a tweak, an update, or a rework? That is an update. I'm going to say, is it an update? Changes that fundamentally modify a killer's abilities. That's a rework to me. Okay, now let's see. Changes. Okay, please match your following labels to the correct definition. A tweak. I'm going to say that's a number change. They're asking you the same fucking questions in a different way. Okay, killer update. That was the one where it stays within the fucking thing. A rework is fundamentally modifies the killer's abilities. Okay, those are reworks. Okay, which one do you feel is in the most in need of a tweak? Of tweaking. Which one needs a tweak? Which killer?
Gotta give him that hawk. Spit all that.
Which one most needs a tweak? Needs percentages changed? I'm gonna say the Lich, because they fucked that up with all those like changing the times. An update where They like change some of the abilities, but the abilities aren't completely reworked. I'm going to say the one that could be updated. I'm going to say to make it kind of more user friendly. I would say that's kind of what they're going for there. I'm going to say I'm going to say you know what? The Dark Lord, I think. That might be it. And then which one do I think needs a rework? Like a full tear down, redo. I think that's going to be, you know what? I want to say the pig or even Freddy could use just a complete like do-over. But I also want to say the Houndmaster could use a do-over with that fucking dog. The Dredge doesn't, Cenobite, Nemesis, Twixter. I saw twins and Trickster and I said Twixter. Fucking goddamn it. Okay, so I'm going to say the one that just needs to be torn down and redone might be the Nightmare. I think Freddy needs to just be fucking done. Okay, killers I played against. That's the same fucking thing, but I don't remember what I put on the last one. So I'm gonna say the Lich. I'm gonna say the update. I'm gonna say, which one did I just fucking say? I just fucking said one. And I can't remember which one I put for the update. I'm gonna say Houndmaster. Rework Freddy. Okay, same. I think that update one wasn't the same. Okay, which one do I believe is most need of an add-on pass? They never tell you what an add-on pass is. I think an add-on pass, like update the add-ons. Let's do Clown on both. I think Clown needs his add-ons updated. It's just fucking whatever. Okay, Halloween event. Did I play during the Halloween event? Yes, I did play during the Halloween event. Okay, how satisfied was I? Dissatisfied. I like playing this event. I'm going to say neutral. The event was entertaining. Neutral. Oh my God, they're doing it again. I had a good time.
Ahoy, ladies. I didn't see you there. Would you guys like to set sail on this ocean of flavor with me? I'll be your captain.
Were the following gameplay mechanics as gameplay mechanics. The Void is a survivor. I'm going to say moderately. It was okay. The Void is a killer. Moderately. Stabilizing unstable rift. Slightly. I didn't think that was fucking. Okay, slightly on Trick or Treat Pumpkin. Smoke bombs. Slightly. Captured haunts. Moderately. Okay, how clear were the mechanics? Using the Void Crystal as a survivor. That was moderately. Using the Void Crystal as a killer, moderately. It was fine. How fun was a smoke bomb to escape in an active chase? Slightly. Prevent a chase from starting? Slightly. When you used a Void Crystal as a smoke bomb, how often did you use to stop an active chase? Sometimes. Prevent a chase? Sometimes. When a Void Crystal was used as a smoke bomb, how easy was it to quote-unquote see other players? It was hard to see it. Navigate your way out of the smoke. That was hard, but I thought that was what it was supposed to do. See the map around you. You weren't supposed to see the map around you. Okay, how would you rate the Void Crystal as a captured haunt? This was whenever the killer got the haunt. I thought it was useful. Okay, so I'm going to put very useful. How disruptive to your gameplay was the smoke bomb? I'm going to put slightly. Captured haunt, slightly. Well, I don't know. What the fuck? The theme of the Haunted by Daylight matches the general feeling. I'm going to say agree. It was fine. We're on question 78, by the way. Experience playing on the Void map as a killer. A considerable amount. Survivor, a moderate amount. How satisfied was I as killer? I was satisfied. Survivor, neutral. How easy or difficult was it? Navigating around the map, just right. Memorizing the layout, just right. Escaping the killer, fine. Injuring a survivor, fine. Finding a hiding spot, fine. Seeing survivors from fine. Locating the void well, fine. Finding hooks, fine. Finding an exit, fine. Did the size of the void map affect the following activities? Navigating, memorizing, escaping killer. These were all fine. I don't care. They weren't too hard. They weren't too easy. They were Goldilocks, just right. Okay. Now, agree, disagree. I had to blank. meaning I had to. I was required to, okay, in order to progress. Collect void orbs. Was I required to? Disagree. Stabilize unstable rifts. Strongly disagree. I was not required to. Teleport into the void. Strongly. I was not required to do these things. Neutral on teleporting to chase survivors and to hook neutral. Sometimes I had to, but I was not required to. Now, the next part is, were you able to choose to do these things to progress? Collect void orb. Yes, I was able to choose. Yes, I agree. I was able to choose all of these things. I had the ability. Now, the next part, it took time away from completing objectives. Collecting void orbs. No, it didn't take time away. Stabilizing rifts. Yes, slightly. Depositing void orbs. Yes, it definitely did take time away. To escape the killer. No, it didn't take time away from the objectives. To chase a little. To hook them a little. Okay. Bone chill event. Yes, I did. Oh, I'm gonna tear this shit fucking apart now. Okay, how satisfied? Very dissatisfied. Agree, disagree. I like this event. No. The event was entertaining. No. I had a good time. No. The event was challenging. Disagree. The event was interesting. Disagree. Predictable. Strongly agree. Repetitive. Strongly agree. Frustrating. No, it wasn't frustrating. Fun. Strongly disagree. How engaging? Not at all. General feeling. It matches the general feeling of a winter game event. Notice it doesn't say Dead by Daylight. It says a winter game event. I agree. How fun was it to play with the instant snowman? Not at all. I don't give a shit. Okay, here we're getting somewhere. 2v8. Did I play 2v8? Yes. Did I play it during the first iteration? Yes, I did. Okay, so they're doing the first and second one. Okay, so the November. Okay, so they're asking about the two different ones. The first one's July, August. The next one's the November one, the newer one. So we'll call it part one, part two. All right. How satisfied were you with November one? Dissatisfied. I like playing the game mode. Slightly agree. It was entertaining. Slightly agree. I did almost have a good time. I was still dissatisfied, though, with it. Okay. Which of the following survivor classes I played with in at least one match? I did play with all of them. And this is November. Killer classes, I believe I did play with all of them. I might not have, because I did not get to play much killer. Okay, escapists, they're the ones that heal themselves. So they're going through each of the different fucking ones of the survivor. The escapists, the guide, all that shit. Escapists is the one that can see the vaults, heal themselves, sprint, and bullshit. Okay, reveal was moderately useful. The team skill, which was the haste when you sprint, and also giving other people the haste. Useful. Yes, it was very useful. Healing yourself without a med kit at a faster speed was very useful. The active ability was silencing rush actions. That was moderately useful. Okay, the guide skill. This was the one with all the gens, like, you know, you show the gens to others. You see the auras. So the reveal skill was like you see unfinished gens. That was moderately useful. The team skill was that they can see the one you're repairing. I felt that one was very useful because you could see where you needed to go, where somebody else was to get more gens done, or they could see you and come over and help. And that helped with those cooperative challenges. Okay. When you complete a gen, gain a 5% repair charge. It would be applied to the next one. Moderately useful. Active. Repair speed boost. That was very useful. Medic. Now let's go to medic. You see injured survivors. That was very useful. Grants your teammates heal speed bonus. Moderately useful. Unlockable skill. Scratch marks are suppressed and auras revealed to teammates. Moderately useful. Instantly heal all survivors by 50%. That's very useful. Scout. The scout was very useful to me. So then your faster movement speed while crouching, that was somewhat useful. The faster walking speed, silencing grunts, very useful. And then see the aura of dropped and broken pallets and you could repair. I would say that was somewhat useful. Not like real useful, but somewhat. Okay, Killer, Shadow. I think both of those were very useful. He had a couple of skills there, both useful. The Brute could see whenever you damage a gen, you could see people, and then they could break stuff faster. And then the other Killer gets a speed boost. Both very useful to me. Enforcer. Move faster when you chase an injured survivor. And then the other one, when a teammate injures a survivor, you see their aura. Okay, I'm going to say that was somewhat useful. The reveal or the whenever you chase, you move faster. That was very useful. Fearmonger, whenever gen's completed, the aura of all uncaged survivors is revealed. That was very useful. And then whenever you're unseen, you move faster. That was very useful. I thought both of those pretty good. All right, so next one. Thinking about matchmaking.
Give me a hell yeah.
Thank you for asking. How interested would you be in the following? Playing against survivor bots to get into a match faster. I would moderately be interested in that. Not extremely, but moderately. Okay, next one. A fast track system to move up the queue by playing a couple of matches as survivor. Okay, very. I think that's cool. You play some survivor, you get to play killer faster. All right, playing some matches as a survivor while waiting for a match in a killer queue. That's interesting, though. You would be in the queue for killer because the queue was like fucking forever long. I'm going to say I'm extremely. Okay, so optional. What were your main points of frustrations as a survivor? I'm going to say 7 people not working on gens. Okay, killer, queue, times, impossible. I'm putting that in all caps. Next, we're on question 110. Which of the following killers did you enjoy playing as the most? Oh, okay. I enjoy playing as the most. The Oni, of course. Where is he? There he is. Enjoy playing against the most. You know what? I like playing against the Oni as well. I think he's a fun fucker to play against. Okay, cosmetic features that interest me the most. I'm not going to go over all this. It's shit like sprays, outfits that change, the visual effects, pets, shadow guardians that accompany you into a match. That's interesting. Lobby music. Oh my God, they're actually equipable voice lines. Survivor gestures. Oh no, please God, fucking no. Terror radius music, custom killer powers, loading bars. Scratch. Okay, this is turning into a mobile game. This is going back to what we were talking about. Okay, survivor accessories. I like that. Killer power visual effects. Same gameplay, different visuals. That's fine. Scratch mark customizations. I like that. Pets, maybe. Basement components, decorations. I like that. Survivor gestures. Fuck no. Voice lines, maybe. Stats tracker on survivor outfits. That's interesting. Terror radius, I like that. Custom killer powers, yes. Survivor item cosmetics like toolboxes, yes. Gen modifier skins, killer moris, yes. Thank God. Oh, up to 3. Hang on, I'm clicking all of this shit. I can only click 3 of this shit. Hang on, let me go back. Okay, so I can only click moris, yes. Let me see. What were the other ones? Pets. I'm going to say pets. I like pets. And then I'm going to say the other one is custom killer powers. Okay, there we go. Next. Interests me the least. Oh, where was that one? The fucking thing with the survivor in-match gestures. Gestures. Hook skins, I don't give a shit about. Survivor scratch marks, I don't give a shit about. Okay, there's my 3 I do not care about. Okay, video game lore. So this is saying agree, disagree. I prefer to learn about the lore over time in small pieces. Agree. I prefer to know about it up front to not distract. Neutral. I generally don't pay attention to the lore. Slightly agree. Okay, how interesting is it? Do you find the following formats to learn about DBD lore? Text in short form, very. Longer form, moderately. Comic pages, Slightly. Podcasts. Oh, dude, the podcast. Is there a podcast about the lore? You know what? I'm going to say here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say extremely, and I'm going to start talking about lore so they talk about this fucking pod. You see, this is genius. In-game assets on a map. Not at all. I don't give a shit. Okay, please rank the following formats that I want to see them implemented. Podcasts, I want to see a 5 because I want to be the only one. In-game on a map, 4. You know what? I want the podcast if it's my podcast. I'm going to put number 1. 5 in-game, 4 comic pages. Text short form, that's a 2. And then long form is a fucking 3. Okay, there we go. And next, let's keep going. I'm trying to go faster. Lore is an important part of Dead by Daylight. Disagree. I look forward to recording about lore. Disagree. I look forward to learning about lore. Disagree. We're spending time learning more. Disagree. Contributing to discussions about lore. Disagree. You know what? I'm going to say my podcast. I'm going to say I agree because I want people to listen to this shit. Okay. Where do you currently learn about lore? I don't. Content creators. Me. Other. The Toxic Teacher. And the Camping Them Softly podcast. Oh, yes. This is going to get their attention. I'm a fucking genius. Okay, how easy is it to unlock lore? It's just right. Unlock lore that interests me. It's okay. The pace at which I unlock lore, it's fine. It's just right. Okay, I enjoy completing tomes for the gameplay challenge. I'm neutral. I enjoy unlocking archives. To me, the rewards are the most important. Agree. Strongly agree. I enjoy because of the gameplay challenges. Disagree. Okay, when I unlock lore, I enjoy learning about the observer. Not tied to spit. No, it's fine. I don't care. Okay. When a new character, how important is the biography? Not at all, not at all. I don't care about either one. When discovering new lore, do I care about it through outfits or items? Neutral. How does the voiceover narration contribute to your appreciation? Slightly. A tiny bit. I slightly appreciate it. How frustrating are the following examples of slugging? Okay, a survivor is downed while the killer goes after 3 surviving survivors who are far away. Not at all frustrating. 2 survivors are left to bleed out. Not at all frustrating. 3 survivors are left to bleed out. Not at all frustrating. A survivor is downed and the killer is going after 3 close by people. Not at all frustrating. Not at all. There is none. Anytime a killer downs a survivor and does not hook them immediately. Not at all frustrating. None of them are frustrating. It is fine to slug. Okay, how often do you feel you encounter examples of following examples of slugging? Rarely. I'm going to say it so they don't do anything about it. Okay, yes, rarely. I don't care about any of this. I want slugging to be a thing. Okay, when you know what perks the killer is running. Oh, I do not consider this. Oh my God, there was a column that said, I do not consider this an example of slugging. Oh my God, I need to go back, actually, because, this is the first column. I don't consider any of it slugging. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, I don't consider any of this shit slugging. There is no such thing as slugging. There is no slugging in Dead by Daylight. There is only strategy. There is only learning. There is only doing what's right. Okay, how likely is it you would recommend Dead by Daylight to a friend? Friend or an enemy? A friend, 7. It's fun. Have I recommended Dead by Daylight in the last 3 months? Yes, I have. People at work, I've said. What gender do I identify as? Man. What year were you born? Oh, Jesus. I'm old. I have to scroll down. You know you have to scroll down more when you're old. How would you describe my experience? Expert. I'm not going to say veteran. Do I have crossplay enabled? Yes. Do I have anything to share? I have played for a long time. Here we go. A long time. And I feel the game is somewhat stagnant. Nothing large has changed in a great while, and the small changes are not enough to keep engagement. As a content creator, I feel it's getting difficult to find things interesting to keep audiences watching stream and listening to my podcast, Camping Them Softly. I feel like we need more radical changes and interesting changes to keep pace with other live service games. In my experience, DBD does far less than other live service games. There we go. DBD Mobile was a better example to set, but it failed for seemingly other reasons. Okay, there we go. Next. Wow, this is at an hour. Join the playtest squad. Fucking join the playtest squad. Register BHVR /playtest. Oh, I'm going to do this right now as we are going. I am joining the fucking playtest squad. I don't even know what it is, but I'm registering for the fucking playtest squad. I don't know what it means. Sign in to your fucking behavior account. I don't remember which thing I signed in with. Fucking sign in with the playtest squad. Available studies. No available studies. How do I sign in? Where do I go? My schedule. What is this? What is it? My profile. Here we go. Select avatar type. I'm going to make the Kosovo avatar is my profile type. What language would I like to proceed in? English. What would you like to update? Contact information. What country? USA. What state? You already know that, but I'm not going to go into it again. What time zone are you in? Here. Okay. There we go. Here is all of your bullshit. Save and exit. Yes. We are getting it. We are getting it. I am doing this. Update my profile again. I'm going in English, not in French. Gaming information. Okay, 11 to 15 hours a week. 4 to 6 days a week. How much of your playtime is dedicated to playing on mobile or tablet? You know, I do a lot of that garbage. I don't know if you guys do that. I do a lot. What genres do I like playing the most? Okay, I already picked. Oh, I've already filled this shit out. What? How important are the aspects when playing on console or PC? Time with friends and family? No. Having cosmetic options? Very important. Embodying interesting characters? Moderately. Discovering new places? Not that important. Collecting resources? Very important. Solving logic-based puzzles? Not at all. Playing against other players? Very. Challenging myself with content? Moderately. I'm just going to high-intensity gameplay is extremely, very important. Developing organized ways to manage resources, moderately. Increasing level gear stats, very important. Designing, planning, and building things, very. Sharing creations, not at all. Destroying things and creating mayhem, extremely important. Testing my mind, very. Working with other players on a team, not at all. Not that important. Testing my reflexes, not at all important. Immersing myself in unique story and lore, not that important. Finishing every mission, not at all important. Continue. Okay. How important are following aspects? This is the same fucking thing. It's the exact same fucking thing. Why is it asking me twice? I don't know. Playtesting. What am I interested in playtesting? Dead by Daylight, Black Survival, PC, mobile, yes. Console or PC? Yes. Okay. When playing games on console or PC, which of the following game modes do you play? Single player, Please select only one. Online PvP is what I play the most. Okay, keep going. Skill level, veteran, not expert. Horror video games, I enjoy them, but it's not one of my favorite genres. That is true. I much prefer killer. I'm going quickly because I have to go. What types of horror games do you enjoy? Co-op action horror. I do like co-op horror shooters. And then survival crafting is okay too. Next, select save and exit. I'm selecting save and exit. Now, add a family member. No. Go to my behavior account. Yes. Reward offer. Update your marketing and communication to get some stuff. I agree to behavior using my in-game data. Now I get shit because I let them use all my fucking data. All right. Jesus fucking Christ. Game library. Where's my game library? There it is. What is Flippin' Misfits? What the Fog? Is there a game called What the Fog? What is this shit? Play What the Fog for free. Link your gaming account. Yes. There's my Steam key. Okay, I got a new game out of this. I had no idea. Had no fucking idea. Okay, that's it. Fucking, I'm done. Guys, next week we'll do Where the Fuck Are the Viewers From? Real quick though, I'm gonna thank you guys. We're at episode 38. I don't want to forget some of the new viewers and the returning viewers. I call you viewers even though you're listening, because some of you actually get on the YouTube and listen. So let me talk to some of you guys on the locations. Let me go to my locations tab. By the way, last episode, I'm going to go to the most recent one. Palatine, Illinois, thank you. We got another Asian here. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Asian, for listening to this from Taipei. Thank you, Leeds. Thank you, Gilbert, Arizona. Thank you. I think you've been by Greensboro, Abbotsford. Thank you for coming by. Wakefield, Muskogee, you're back again. Go the fuck away. I don't care. I don't want to see you downloading the next one. Stockholm, Sweden, you're always here. You never leave me, and I love you for it. Newark, Delaware, you have been here from the very fucking beginning. Almost, I don't know, but you're one of the number one. By the way, guys, we still have a complete tie in the most downloaded city for Camping Them Softly. We have a complete fucking tie. That was not the right sound. I pressed the wrong button. We have a complete tie between Pittsburgh and Dublin. And then in third place, going way up the chain, is Muskogee, Oklahoma. Willie Nelson must be listening here. Newark, Delaware, you were at the top. You're slacking a little bit. Parsons, you've always been in like the top 7, 8. Thank you. LA, La La Land, thank you. Philadelphia, you were up there. You slipped a little bit. Mitcham, Frankfurt, you're always up at the top. You're some of my best foreigners, and I love you for it. Regina's fun to say. I love next week. Regina. We should talk about Regina sometime on camera. We'll talk about all different Reginas. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Hey, there we go. Regina.
Gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
Jesus fuck. Where is this going? Okay, with that, guys, I think that's it. Satan Hot Sauce Robinson. Nicky is strangely absent this week. I didn't even have fucking time, but we got time for Satan. We always have time for Satan. Satan, what? That's the wrong fucking sound, Satan. Get the fuck out, I'm done. Next time, first episode of the new year, we'll be back with fucking the 1 year anniversary episode of Camping Them Softly. Bye.
Screams his name. The toxic teacher shall rise from the depths of chaos, from the void of madness, from the endless abyss. Align, the void awakens, and the Great One emerges. His power cannot be stopped. Toxic teacher, rising now, the chaos preacher. Scream with madness. He is here. Tremble, you weak motherfuckers. Your cries are meaningless. Your fate is sealed, you son of a bitch. Bow to the king. Bow to the king, the toxic teacher rules everything. He comes to tear down your fragile world, to shatter your minds and make chaos swirl. Laughter echoes, the void is alive. The toxic teacher's here, you won't survive. Toxic teacher from the abyss. Toxic teacher, bow to this. Toxic teacher, feel his reign. Toxic teacher, embrace the pain. Fuck the bullshit. Do you feel it? The power, the madness, the end. The toxic teacher's name echoes in eternity, and there's no escape. Toxic teacher, the king is here. Toxic teacher, the end draws near. Preacher, rise, oh teacher, burn it down. Your reign eternal, you own this town. Toxic teacher, unleash the fire. Toxic teacher, your doom inspires. Toxic teacher, break the chains. Toxic teacher, nothing remains. Preacher, the void consumes, the madness spreads. It's toxic teacher, and your world is dead. Toxic teacher, bow